Hey everyone, welcome back to another Crypto Unplugged YouTube video. It's Doc here, and if you're new to the channel, you're in for a real one. Oz and I have been spending years navigating the crypto markets, breaking down Bitcoin moves, uncovering high potential altcoins, and making sense of all the madness that you see in the space. Our goal is to help you stay one step ahead in this game. And today we're going to be diving into the 10 most undervalued AI altcoins right now. Using our exclusive Crypto Unplugged Altcoin Value Index. And trust me, these AI gems might not be what you expect. Some are flying under the radar and few could be setting up for massive upsides in the next few months. So stick around until the end of the video because you won't want to miss it. And before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Tap that like button and turn on the notifications bell. It helps the channel and to make sure you don't miss any content. Okay, Oz, so let's go straight into this because we've identified quite a few using AVI metric, and we're going to be discussing which ones are the most undervalued, and from a chart that we have in front of us, coming from 30x down to a 10x. So, Oz, I'll start with you first.
Yeah, thanks, Doc. Yeah, and when we say undervalued, 10x, still is decent gain. So obviously, going forward in the altcoin cycle, there's gains to be made. And the first one we're going to look at is 0x0 AI smart contract. Okay, it's the market cap's around 160 million, so it's fairly low market cap, I would say. And there's a lot of potential in this coin. I've been hearing a lot of things about this coin, on Twitter next. A lot of people replying to me saying, why isn't 0x0 on your list? So here it is today. And just looking through the website, it's privacy, privacy AI. And the good thing that I saw with this coin is that, you got 100% redistribution of the revenue to the holders. So just looking at this coin and looking at where it is on our sort of metrics, it's on the ETH chain. This is today. So there's 40,452 active holders with 159 million market cap. It gave us a score. That's our formula, 253, which puts it as undervalued. So obviously when we see the rest of them, you can see, where it fares. So at the moment, 160 million market cap, undervalued coin. Where would I put this on the scale? I would say OXO would probably, in my opinion, I think we can do, between a 20, maybe a 25x, but I'm going to stick it at the 20x zone. I think it's a decent play for the AI cycle, and I think it's a good one to look into, especially as it's currently undervalued.
Okay, Oz, for the next one I've got is A16Z. Okay, it's an interesting one. I think they got quite an active community as well. Market cap currently is around about 754 million, okay, with a total supply of over just 1 billion here. And if we just look at their website, Oz, it's a meme-ish type of project, okay, but it has a bit of a community growing here. Now, looking at the wallet holders as well, looking at the wallet holders here, it's on the Solana blockchain system AI project. Today's date as well, the information of active holders as well. More active holders than 0x0 with 112,000 and the larger market cap. But using our formula, I would say that it's slightly overvalued using our system. But like you, Oz, mentioned in the beginning of the video, that even if it means overvalued, it doesn't mean that it's actually not going to do any X's. So looking at that, where would I put it on the table? Possibly, I think this one will go on the lower scale, and I think it has a potential to do a 10x with this one.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talk about that AA1 or AI6Z. So yeah, it's looking at it slightly overvalued, but it's still a decent project. Another one that a lot of people have not argued but asked about is this one, Aethir, right? So Aethir currently at around a 337 million market cap. Max supply 42, I think 42 what's that, a billion, right? So it's got good high trading volume as well. It's actually, when I looked into it, as a really decent coin. And what it is with this one, powerful GPU, could be a competitor to Render. So obviously, Render fans probably think that nothing is a competitor, but it could be something, to look at for this coming bull cycle. So if we look at Aethir, let's see exactly where it is. It's got 177,000 holders with a 350 million market cap. So that's, if you look at, if you compare it to AI6Z, if you see the market cap here, it's a lot, higher, but a lot more holders there. So what that tells you is that a lot of engagement in this coin is really popular, and with a 506 score in our metric, it's very undervalued, I would say, Aethir. So I would think this is a really good opportunity going in. A 350 million market cap. Where can I put that into the table? I would say Aether, in my personal opinion, will probably have to go into that 25, even possibly 30x zone. But what do you think, Doc? Do you think 25, 30x? What do you think's good for this one?
Yeah, for me personally, I'll probably put it a touch lower, okay? Maybe even a touch lower, probably about 20x, just for conservative, maybe even a 15x. But look, I'll leave this to you, Oz, wherever you think that it should go. Then, but my personal opinion, between 20 and 15x, just erring on the side of conservatism. Yeah,
I think we'll put it as a 20x, and I think Aether is just where it is in terms of it's undervalued. It's very undervalued, but I think it's definitely one to look at going into this bull run.
Okay, now this one, the next one is, I'm not sure why this particular project isn't given the love and attention as much as the other top AI projects that you see in the space. I'm talking about top AI projects such as Tau, Render, FET, and so on and so forth. Okay, the market cap is fairly mid if we look at it. It's 693, just over 693 million. Okay, total supply is quite low, 248 million. And Akash Network, AKT, has been around for a long time, Oz. And, historically looking at the chart there, Oz, as well. You see, for example, it's a cloud-based ecosystem, and it's built on Cosmos SDK as well. I did an in-depth review on this on the Markets Unplugged website a few months back. So, I've given my opinions related to this. But I believe that Akash is actually flying under the radar, and I think that it's got a potential possibly to be undervalued. So if we just put this on, we can see that at the moment, yeah, it's undervalued. So according to the active holders, 254,000 active holders above that. So that shows, according to the metric here, there's a lot of engagement in Akash, probably because the community is quite strong as well. Secondly, it's been around for a long time. Market cap is still fairly low. So I would say this is an undervalued token. And where it would go here, Oz, because it's a high market cap, I would put this down as quite a safe 15x, I would say.
Yeah, no, Akash is definitely... I do see a lot of... I'm not sure if it's just me, but there's some people... it's maybe gone down in terms of popularity, in terms of what I'm hearing, but just looking at the metrics, it still seems a very solid pick for this coming up in this cycle. So the next one I'm going to be looking at is based AI, and based AI, sort of AI agent narrative. It's when did it come out? So it's been out since you could say a year now or 6 months. Fairly new, 97 million market cap. Fully diluted value as well, so no tokens locked. So for me, this is something that is worth taking a risk on, just generally because of its metrics that we'll see in a second. So let's go into the metrics for based AI and see exactly where it actually fits in. So you've got active holders, 21,551, 94 million market cap, slightly overvalued in our metric system. It's you might see that it's similar, or the scores are quite similar to a 0x0, but because what we have is far fewer holders, but it's a lower market cap as well, but the metric slightly makes it overvalued. So for me, for based AI, even though it's a low market cap, I would say we can put that in as a 15x. I would say, it's low enough to go up maybe more because it's only 100 million market cap, but because of the engagement, holders to market cap ratio and other factors, I would let's just put it at a 15x, maybe 10, 15, but because of the market cap, I'll put it at 15x.
Okay, viewers, before we reveal the next 5, just take a look at this short video. Don't let this opportunity slip you by. For less than 65 cents a day, that's the cost of a Snickers bar, you can unlock the ultimate crypto edge with Alpha Insider at the Markets Unplugged. So why join the Alpha Insider? Because you've got Crypto Daily Alpha newsletter, your one-stop resource for the latest news, regulation updates, insights, airdrops, token unlocks, and much more to keep you informed always. Plus, every weekday you've got the Market Daily Alpha packed with daily TA on Bitcoin and altcoins, plus weekly and monthly levels to ensure you're never sidelined or caught mid-cycle. You've got our DCA strategy table that includes more than 25 altcoins with 3 DCA in levels for perfect entry points, plus 3 DCA out levels to take profits strategically to avoid round-tripping your gains back to zero and watch your wallet grow and make sure you stay that way. Plus, you've got access to our exclusive Telegram community to join like-minded people from the Crypto and Markets Unplugged community, and you'll have access to exclusive altcoin charts, vote on the DCA altcoin picks, and ask questions about TA, fib levels, and more. So why wait? Protect your portfolio, maximize your crypto gains this bull cycle with realistic profit strategies. The clock is ticking. This is your last chance to grab the Alpha Insider at an unbeatable price. Click the link below and start your journey with confidence and make this bull cycle count. So the next one that we've identified, undervalued, overvalued, or what they could potentially do, according to our metric, Oz is a fairly new altcoin AI agent engine, which is Griffin AI, Griffin. And it's been around fairly recently. If you look at it, it's just towards the end of last year as well. Market cap is quite low at 258, above 258 million, and just under 1 billion total supply. Now, we've got to put a disclaimer here that when we're looking at overvalued and undervalued tokens according to our AVI index or metric that we're using, interesting thing is that we've got to see why and how much engagements it actually gets. So Oz, when we put this in the system, this is the website that you're looking at the moment, AI agent. So when you're looking at the system according to our AVI index, and we put in Griffin here, you can see that at the moment it's 64,000, just 65, near enough 65,000 active holders with a 263 million market cap. And according to our metric, that it's a 246, so slightly below 0x0 and considered overvalued right now. But thing is also that looking at new coins here, the engagements isn't great at the moment, but still this has got potential to do well in this AI trending sector cycle. So I would say, Oz, that just looking at it from right now, I would say that Griff AIN, I'll put it with A16Z. I would put it as a 10x.
Yeah, interesting that is, because that's another token that we've actually been looking at. But putting into the metrics, maybe there's better ones at the moment in regards to that. So the next one I'll be looking at is PAAL. And PAAL's one of our coins on our DCA table. So, it's a coin that I think a lot of people hold. It's quite popular. 233 million market cap, fully diluted value as well is roughly this, just a little bit more. So this, but it's quite insignificant in my opinion. A billion supply, and what we can say with PAAL, if we just obviously look at the website, it's been around for quite some time, and using AI applications. And when I put it into the metrics, or when we put it into the metrics where it actually sits, is quite interesting because, PAAL is one of these tokens that I see that sometimes it pumps quite a lot and then it dumps and then it pumps. But if you look at where PAAL is with 59,000 holders at a 230 million market cap, it sits below Akash, which is, you might think Akash, would have been, because of the market cap, would have been below. But, actually Akash shows much more engagement in terms of PAAL. But PAAL is still pretty decent. I would say it's a decent investment, especially if you're looking at a mid to low market cap. 230 million we can classify as a mid market cap, but it's coming at the low end. So PAAL again is in this sort of area of 259, just a bit better than 0x0 and Griffin, undervalued in our metrics. So for PAAL, I would say 250 million market cap. I would say it probably has the potential of a 20x in my opinion, maybe more, but I would put it between a 15 and a 20. I know Akash might be more undervalued, but because of the market cap, which I just think Akash is probably better suited, like Doc said around here. But PAL again, as a if you want to go for a slightly riskier coin, I think a 20x could be 15 to 20x could be pretty decent for that.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Also, I would put it down as a 20x as well. And the next one, and this is something that Oz and I have actually been looking at quite seriously, yeah, which is Virtual's protocol. And, it's got a lot of supporters from the community as well. Market cap considerably is quite high compared to some of the other ones on this list that we've covered so far. Market cap is just over 1.3 billion with total supply of a billion. And interesting one of Virtuals, Oz, that, according to this, the information on Virtuals of to what wallet holders that we have here, if we go back to our sheet, it's quite revealing. So let's have a look at where we put it. Now, this is actually a very interesting one. It's 471, thousand active holders. Probably, at the moment we could see it's the highest active holders on this list so far, with the highest market cap as well. So the engagements is actually crazy. Now, according to our metric, 350, this would push it up to be a very high performing and right now an undervalued AI altcoin at the moment. So Oz, I would say that if we're looking at where it would go on our list, I would probably say that this would also be on the same level. Also, where this would go, I would put this to a 20x, but because the market cap is so high, I think this got the potential to do actually a 15x and go into the current top 20 if it was to do well. It could go into a 15x because the market cap is so high. If the market cap wasn't as high, I would push it higher. So I would say a 15x at the moment.
Yeah, no, you're I would say it could really go, to a 20x. It could go really high, but a 15x is good. And the thing, the thing with the undervalued coin here, so it's so high up in the rankings at such a high market cap that on our spreadsheet it could be a safer coin to go into rather than a 0x0 or a PAL, which is a much lower market cap. Here, million active wallet holders. So this is you could say this is a safer play to go into, but also there's a lot of potential, going forward. But that's a good pick as well. So the next coin that I was going to look at is a fan favorite among a lot, right? It's Qubic. Actually, it's either you love it or you hate it. I think Qubic is one of those coins where you got such a strong community behind it. It's almost like if you say anything negative about Qubic, you're written off. But generally, Qubic, it's a 268 million market cap. It's quite fairly low in market cap size. But what I would say about this coin, massive circulating supply. What I'd say about this coin is that it's got such a strong community behind it, and it's been part of our DCA table for quite a long time. AI coin, one of the leading AI coins. So I want to see. It was very interesting for me to put it onto the table and see exactly the stats behind this. So when we put Qubic, with a lot of the coins, you can see where Qubic fares, because Qubic also has 478,000. This was on the 22nd, so it might have changed a little bit by now, but 478,000 active holders with a low market cap. So if you think about it, it's got the same holders as Virtuals, but a much lower market cap, so much more potential going forward. And this had a massive score, going into the undervalued. I think it was probably one of the best ones that we've ever seen for in terms of a coin going forward. So for me, for Qubic, I would say I would have to put it up, around the 30x. I would say Qubic at 25, 250 million market cap. I would say, it has to. There's a potential for a 30x, 25, 30x. But I would say let's just put it at 30x for the time being and see, what happens.
Okay. Now, of course, viewers, not financial advice. Do your own research. This is just our metrics that we're using for, purposes of education. Now, before we do reveal the last one and where it could go, I would suggest that if you could please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, keep the bell notification on, and do leave your comments and just, engage with our content as well. If you agree with some of these picks or what they could do, if you think they're absolutely crazy, then go ahead and just, put your comments down as well. Now, Oz, this is a very interesting one, this last one, okay? And I've been doing a lot of research on this in particular. It's Vana, and it's not to be confused with Vana or Vanry. This is Vana, an AI protocol, and it's a decentralized AI protocol, the first network for user. Fairly professional. But what is interesting about this is that the blockchain on Vana at the moment is not an Ethereum or Solana based blockchain. And we know that, with the last video that we covered with one of these undervalued and overvalued tokens was based memes. Okay. Now, looking at this, community is quite strong as well, is building. Okay. Having a look at this is absolutely insane. If we look at the active holders here with a
Actually,
market
Doc,
cap of, yeah.
One second. I actually forgot about this, Vana. So I'm just going to quickly disappoint the Qubic holders and just push it down one.
Yeah. Okay, that's good, because I was actually wondering why you put it down there. But Vana, I would say, look at the statistics that we have actually, collected here, that they are, and it's on a based blockchain as well. So according to today's date, it has over 1.2 million active holders. And the market cap, according to that correlation, is fairly low at 291,400,000. And it absolutely smashes all others on this list by quite a lot. So at the moment, on our metric system, is 4202. It's undervalued, way above Qubic, Aethir, AKT, Virtuals, PAAL, and the rest of them. And for me, I would say that this, without a doubt, according to the metric we're using, not financial advice, do your own research, and content is only for education purposes, that this will go on to do a straight 30x. Now, Oz, with this token as well, if you look at why this has perked up my interest so much as well, because the total supply of this is only 120 million. Now, it's interesting to note here, Oz, that when I was looking back at Tau, Tensor, back in July 2023, and I actually reviewed it when it was $50 with that potential because of the low total total supply. It actually got me interested. So this could be a dark horse in this AI cycle. I actually believe it could be a very, very dark horse, and it could upset a lot of people. It could disrupt the space, and I think that this could do a 30x.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to look into with Vana, and just looking at the stats. The only thing you probably need to look at is the unlock schedule, because of the fully diluted value is over 1 billion. But if it's got a long unlock schedule and it doesn't affect this cycle much, it's definitely one looking into. And just looking at the stats for the holders, 1.2 million, that we've got this off the chain, on chain records. So, with looking at pure data, and no, we haven't got any affiliation with any of these coins, so it doesn't really bother us which one comes top, which one comes last. It's not really an issue with that, but it's just presenting the stats, and then you guys do your own research and see if it's worth it. But just on the stats, Vana was number one, Qubic was number one for a long time, but the more we put into this spreadsheet database, with the more we come up with stats that are pretty decent. And just like the last video we did with Toshi coming, and Keycat and all the based memes, you can see how they took off as well. So this is something definitely to look into, and you've got all the scores, and yeah, it's interesting times ahead.
Okay, viewers, we're coming towards the end of the video now, and just in case you don't know, if you want more and deeper insights with a lot more technical analysis, member-only videos, gems lists, then head over to the Markets Unplugged. If you're not a member yet, you can find a link below, and YouTube can access exclusive, deeper technical analysis on the Bitcoin wave, the tops, the DCA in levels, the DCA out levels, analysis, question answers, access to our community, Telegram channels, and a lot more alpha as well. Thank you, and that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and leave your comments below, and see you guys in the next video.